Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming another warm tone makeup tutorial. I recently got my Morphe 3502 palette in the mail, which is just everything I could have ever asked for. It is absolutely amazing. So I created this look for you guys today, and if you want to see how to get it, just keep on watching. Alright, let's just address this because my hair is a mess. Listen. This is real life, people, okay? Today I'm going to be using my brand new Morphe 3502 palette. Can we talk about it? Guys, if I were a palette, right here, this is going to be my new go-to. I just know it. This is everything that I love. I'm obsessed with warm tones. I am completely blown away with this palette. I don't have enough good things to say about it. It is beautiful. Let's jump into the video. Also, you guys like the new background? I can't get over my hair. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I feel like I'm looking like not even a hot mess, just a freaking mess. First thing I'm gonna do is fill my eyebrows in because I don't like looking at them. They look bald. I got a new background. Just plain white, honestly, because like what I had before, that was very anticlimactic. What I had before, I love that tapestry. But I understand how distracting it can be, and also it was so hard to match up clothing items to that background because it was just so much and I didn't want to be like crazy. So I went with plain white. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Suggestions on different backgrounds or different background ideas. I'm trying to switch it up for you guys. Anyways, I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, my tried and... Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to have to get a new one soon. Thankfully I have enough left for today. Also, if any of you don't know, which I think like none of you know this. Actually, yeah, none of you know this. I live in Pennsylvania, and it just got cold. Like, freezing cold outside. I'm not even kidding. I hate it. I hate the cold. I want to live somewhere warm so badly. I hate the fact that my car takes forever to warm up in the morning. I hate not being able to get warm. It's so much harder for me to get out of bed because I'm freezing cold. I just hate the cold. I don't like it. I don't like it. Winter is coming. I'm going to speed up me filling my brows in because realistically it's going to take a hot minute, and you guys know how to fill your brows in. So, now that I look crazy, let's go in and get started with the eyes. First things first, we're gonna prime today. I am looking for my primer. I'm just gonna use concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Use any one you want. This is actually almost out. But I'm just gonna slap this on the lid. Yeah, what's new, you guys? What's good? What do you want to see me film? Help me. Help me help you. What do you guys want to see me film? Do you want to see more makeup tutorials? Do you want to see a morning routine? Do you want to see favorites video? Do you want to see hair tutorial or challenge videos? What do you guys want to see? So the first two shades I'm going to pick up are Universal and Orb, which are these two shades right here. I'm going to be putting these in my crease and my upper crease as my transition shades. You don't have to use two. I'm using two because I have them and they're here and they're both really pretty. So I'm just going to take this on a Morphe fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to pop this right in my crease. So I'm also bringing these shadows out a little bit past my lower lash line right here because I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe later and clean it up and make a nice angled line. So I just want to make sure I'm able to do that. So I'm bringing those shadows out a little bit farther than normal. You feel free to skip this step if you want the look to be more rounded. I'm going for more of like a shape, you know? This motion, this shape. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm picking up the color Brick, which is this shade right here on my Morphe M433, and I'm going to pop this in my crease and focus it a little bit more on that outer corner. Now with this shade, I am going in the crease area, but I don't want to completely cover up the two shades I just put down, so I'm going to focus on putting this tighter in the crease and then blending it into that outer corner. I feel like I talk really fast too, a lot of the times. makes for really hard editing, let me tell you. So I'm going to focus this right here on this outer corner, and I'm using more circular motions for this and bringing it into that crease and using more of a windshield wiper motion. Just like so. Also, I had to take my favorite piercing out. Let's see how it's gone. Also, I like really want more piercings, but I'm such a baby when it comes to piercings because I get so nauseous and queasy, which I never used to. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I now go to like piercing shops instead of like Piercing Pagoda where like they'll do it with an actual needle. I just got like freaked out thinking about that. They do it with an actual needle, so I feel like I like start to think about what they're actually doing and then I just get really grossed out and it's not a good time. And then because I have issues, I need to go back over and blend over that again. So I'm just going to take a clean blending brush. I'm going to be taking my Morphe E27. If you can have any brush or any eyeshadow brush from Morphe or blending brush in general, get this. I promise you, it will exceed your expectations. It is absolutely amazing. It is so soft. You get such a good blend while still being able to control the pigment or the color, whatever you're using. I swear by it, it's amazing. Next, I'm going to be taking a Blaze, which is this beautiful orange shade right here, and I'm going to pop this in that same area. What I'm going to be doing after that is going in with Fire, which is this shade right here. So I just want to set the foundation for that Fire shade. It's literally fire, that's funny. For that Fire shade, just so that everything blends nicely. Originally, if I had known what direction I was going in with this tutorial, I would have skipped Brick and put a Blaze down instead. So feel free to do that, but honestly, the more shadows, the more blended it looks, or I don't know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So I'm just going to be going in with a Blaze and focusing this in that crease area. So really quickly, I'm going to go in and clean off my Morphe M433 brush. I'm actually going to be using this brush cleaner. It's a dry brush cleaner by the brand InstaClean. You guys, I got this at Marshall's. I have to be honest with you, I did not expect it to work at all. I was amazed when I first used this. It's kind of like a spongy type of material. This thing is amazing for spot cleaning in between different colors or different clients even. I love it. If you see this, pick it up, try it out, let me know what you think if you like it, because I actually think it's amazing and it was like a couple dollars. It was super cheap. Now I'm going to be taking that Fire shade, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to pop this in my crease as the tightest shade. I just really want a nice red tone to the crease. So I'm just going to go in and lay this down, starting in that outer corner and then blending into the inner corner. This shade is so beautiful. I'm not sure if my camera is picking it up. It doesn't really look like it's picking it up exactly like how it looks, but it's such a beautiful red shade. So lastly, to darken up the crease, I'm just going to be taking Chestnut, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to be applying that as the tightest shade in the crease. So I'm really going to focus it right where that fold is, just to add some definition and some depth to the eye. This isn't necessary, I just want it to be darker, honestly. So, and I'm taking this on a Too Faced brush. This doesn't have a name, I got it. This was actually, fun fact, one of the first brush sets I've ever got. But I really do love these brushes, especially this domed one right here, because it is perfect for the crease. And I find that it just really effortlessly lays down the shadow and blends everything out. Now I'm going to go in with Ruby, which is this shade right here. I'm going to be putting this in my outer corner and kind of blending it inwards. I'm keeping this strictly on the outer corner, so the outer third of my lid, but I'm just going to go in and focus this on that outer corner and really build up that red shade. I really enjoy using my finger to apply shadows, especially when they have like a bit of a shimmer to them, just because I feel like it really picks up the product well and I have control over it and I've loved it lately. So try it out if you haven't, ladies. So now that I have that shade out there, I'm going to go in with the shade Sauce, which is this shade right here. This was actually the first shade that I swatched from this palette, because when I opened it up I was like, ooh girl. I'm going to go in with a synthetic brush and a bit of my MAC Charged Water. It kind of gives the same effect that MAC Fix Plus gives, in the sense that it helps to make your foiled shadows or your shimmer shadows or any shadow look more pigmented. So I'm just going to dab my brush in that shade, and then I just spray it with a spritz or two of the Charged Water. Which I also love this as a facial spray. It's very hydrating and it actually gives a bit of shimmer to the skin, so who doesn't love that? Like, can we talk about it, you guys? Can we freaking talk about it right now? I'm gonna go in with my finger again just because pigmentation. Like, hello, can we talk about it? So now I'm going to go in with Pure, which is this shade right here, this shimmer shade, and I'm going to once again just apply that with my finger, and I'm going to focus this on that inner corner and blending it into the Sauce shade. And actually, I do want this to be a bit lighter. I'm going to take Mary Lou by the Balm and apply this in that inner corner. This is one of the brightest highlights that I have, and as far as pigmentation goes, it's also very, very pigmented, but I just want this inner corner to be super, super bright and eye-catching, so I'm just going to put that in there. And then I'm going to go back in with that Sauce shade and just blend it into the Mary Lou that I put down. So now, because I want that outer corner to be a bit darker, I'm actually going to go in with the black shade in the palette right here, which is called Wiz. It is just a matte black. And I'm taking that on another Morphe brush, which I got from a kit, so it doesn't have a name. But I'm just going to focus this on the very, very outer corner, and I'm going to focus on building that V shape with this. So since when I applied that black shadow, I covered up that ruby shade that I wanted to put down, I'm just going over with that ruby shade again over the black and the orange where they meet, and just putting some of that down because I really want to focus on maintaining that red tone in there. So I'm just going to go in with a little domed brush and just focus on tapping that shadow right where I want it, right in here. And just putting that down without trying to move the orange or the black shadow too much or blend them together too much. I just want that gradient effect from the orange to the black. So now I'm going to go in with my trusty Kat Von D tattoo liner and do some wing liner. So I am going to move on to my face, and we're going to finish off the eyes once the face is done. So first things first, we're going to prime today. I'm going to be using two primers today. The first is going to be my mattifying primer from Makeup Forever, and then I'm going to put that in my T-zone. Just focusing this right here in my T-zone where I get oily and where I get the separation of my makeup. So I'm also going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I have a sample from Sephora. I have used this before and I really did enjoy it, so let's use it again and see how I feel about it. Because it has a bit of that hydration to it since it is a liquid consistency, and I'm just going to pat this into my skin and everywhere where I didn't put that original mattifying primer. And you can see it kind of gives a glow to the skin. It feels really nice. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation today. I believe this is going to match me, hopefully. This is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm going to be applying that with my Morphe M439. I have been reaching for this brush every single time I apply foundation or anything like that to the skin, just because it is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go in, I think this will match, and just start off applying this all over. This is a great drugstore foundation, and if you guys have any other suggestions of other drugstore foundations, please let me know, because I really want to try more out. I just don't know which ones would be best. I do have, like I said, oilier skin, so I like something more with a matte finish. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I would love to hear them. Honestly, just any makeup products in general, I'm kind of looking for some new products to try out. I really want to pick up some of the Fenty Beauty makeup, especially that foundation. Like, I want that foundation so bad. So I might pick that up, but I would love to do more drugstore and affordable videos and foundations as well, because makeup's way too expensive, guys. Let's be honest here. Like $40 for a bottle foundation, seriously. Like, I know I still buy it. I know I have a problem, but look how beautiful of a finish that gives. That primer and this foundation combination is where it's at. Don't sleep on it. Also, always remember to blend down your neck and then get your ears too. So now I'm going to go in and correct, and I'm going to be using my Bye Bye Under Eye, which I am running out of. Finally, I've had this for like over a year, I'm not even kidding, so I'm gonna have to pick up a full-sized one, which I'm not even mad about because this product is a staple. Like, this has changed my makeup game. I like to apply this with my ring finger just because this product is a bit thicker, so I feel like the warmth of my skin just really warms the product up really nicely and helps to blend it and push it into the skin. Whereas I feel like when I use a beauty blender with this product, it absorbs too much of it and it doesn't give me the full coverage that my finger does. Also, just bring this up into that inner corner of the eye a little bit, just because that's where a lot of darkness is. Can we talk about the difference, you guys? Like, I swear by this product. I swear by it. Also, if any of you didn't know this, your ring finger applies the least pressure of all of your fingers, so if you're going to be working on your under eye, just be very gentle. I have come to the, not conclusion, but I have been aware that I am very rough with my under eyes, which makes me cringe because premature wrinkles are a thing. I'm going to go in with my Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I love this stuff. I will be picking up a full size once the Ulta right by my house has it, because they're always out. Then I'm going to go in with a Morphe E, I think this is either E23 or E25, it's kind of rubbed off, but it is the double-ended concealer, liquid, whatever, brush. I like to use this end for correcting and this end for concealing, so I'm just going to go in and just pat everything in from inner corner to outer corner and then kind of blending it down. I love makeup so much, literally it's like my career path, but there is just something I love so much about a beautiful, flawless base, foundation, concealer, and everything. It just really pulls everything together. And now I'm going to set my under eye. I will be taking my Morphe E48 powder brush. I love this brush, especially for under the eye. I also think it would be great for concealing, but I only have one, so I mostly use it for, did I say concealing? I meant contouring. I think this would be a great contour brush because it fits like so perfectly in there. I'm going to be using Vanilla and Banana from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit to set my under eye. And I'm just going to go in and pat this in this area over here. And it doesn't pick up or move around the product too much, which I love. And then before I go in and set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in and just touch up my brows a little bit and then conceal them just so that they look nice and sharp. Also, I've noticed I have a bad habit of looking around while I'm filming and telling you guys what I'm doing, so I apologize. I'm trying to work on that. I know it can be distracting, but my setup here, there's like so much going on that I'm just like, I have a very short attention span too, if you guys haven't picked that up yet. So I get distracted very easily. And I should have done this when I did my brows, but your girl wasn't thinking steps correctly. So I'm just going to go back in with my foundation and I'm going to cut out the top of my brow, and then I'm going to go in with concealer and cut out the bottom of my brow. The reason why I like to use foundation or whatever product I have on my face for the top of my brow is I don't want that to be super highlighted. I want that more for the brow bone. So this really just helps to give that same effect of a super clean brow without making it look like you just have like highlighter, like concealer all over your brow, all around it. So I'm just going to take a synthetic brush right here. This is the Morphe M224. I love to use this brush for things like this and concealing, but also for eyeshadows, because the fact that it is synthetic means it's really good for picking up pigment and not absorbing it. So I'm just going to go in and line the top of my brows. So now I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay concealer. This is in light neutral, and I also have a light warm, but I am out of light warm. So I'm going to go in with this and just put it under my brow to clean it up and sharpen it up. I'm going to try to avoid going over the eyeshadow. Unfortunately, I suck, and I totally forgot to do this when I first started doing my brows, but that's okay because stuff happens. So I'm just going right in under that brow. And then I'm just going to tap it in with my finger. But you can see the way it really cuts that brow. It makes such a huge difference. Okay. So now that we have the brows concealed, I'm just going to go in and set the rest of my face. Today I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder, which I absolutely love. This is my second one and I've already hit pan, so I'm definitely going to be picking up a new one shortly. Right now I am using the shade Warm Natural, which is number 12. I love this product because it's perfect on bare skin, it's perfect with concealer, and it's perfect with foundation. Sometimes when I'm super lazy and I don't feel like having a full face of makeup on, but I want to look like I kind of have a full face of makeup on, I will go in with concealer and conceal what I need, and then I will layer this powder over top, and it just gives such a beautiful natural skin finish. So definitely try this out if you haven't. Next, I'm going to go in and contour. I will be picking my contour kit back up and using the shade Fawn. This is like my go-to contour shade. If you guys have any other suggestions on different contour products that you like, drugstore, high-end, whatever it might be, let me know, because I am trying to try out new products and push myself to just step out of what I normally use, because it's so easy to get into the routine of using the same products over and over again. I'm going to be applying that with my Morphe M523 brush. This is my favorite contour brush I've ever tried. You can see it kind of tapers in, so it just goes into the hollow of the cheek very, very nicely, and I feel like it just takes my job of blending contour away because it places it down and blends it out really nicely without it getting too muddy. So I really, really love this brush. If you haven't tried it yet and you have the opportunity to, I would definitely pick it up. You can thank me later. So I'm also just going to take that along the jaw right there. Trying to make it look like I don't have multiple chins. And then I'm going to go in on this temple area as well, just to pull everything together. And then lastly, I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush, which also came in a kit. It's just flat, but it's also angled. So I'm just going to go in with that same contour shade and contour my nose with this. I'm just going in this area right here. I'm starting from like that inner corner or socket right where like my brow is, and then I'm bringing it down to the tip of my nose. This looks the most natural in my opinion because that is the area that you normally have those contours in, Feel free to just put it on your nose there or however you like, but if you haven't tried it out like this, try it out. See how you like it. Let me know. Perfect. And then I just go in with my powder brush and just tap over this just like so. And now I'm going to go in with bronzer. I really love mixing these three shades together right here because this one has a bit of a shimmer to it, so it really gives a nice glow to the skin, and then the others kind of just help to balance it out. It's not necessary to use three shades, but once again I have this palette, so why not? You feel me? So I'm just going to go in and put that right over that contour and just bronze the face up. So now I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to be going in with my Jaclyn Hill palette, surprise, surprise. I'm going to be taking the Amaretto shade for the blush today, which is just my go-to. I reach for this all the time. I don't apply my blush right in the center of the apple of my cheeks. I apply it over just like a step above my bronzer, so I go in that same kind of angled motion. What that is going to do is it's really going to lift everything up, whereas sometimes when you smile and you apply blush, your cheeks are perked up, but obviously you're not smiling all the time, so you're applying the blush higher up and then it kind of drops, which can kind of pull your face down, or give that effect, I should say. So if you haven't tried applying your blush like this, try it out. You may love it, you may hate it, but why not? Just try it. For highlight today, I'm going to be using Mary Lou just to pull everything together because I'm going to put this highlight back in my eyes and on my brow bone as well. So I'm just going to go in . So now I'm going to go in with Mary Lou again, and I'm going to apply this to my brow bone right here, and then I'm also going to put it in my inner corner, and then we're going to go in and finish off the eyes. I'm going to apply eyeliner and lashes. For eyeliner today, I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs Highline eyeliner. So I'm just going to go in and tightline with this. Like so. And then I'm also going to line my lower waterline with this as well. I have to like bend down to my mirror, so hold on. I'm going to take the Sauce and Ruby shade that we used on the lid, and I'm going to layer these on my lower lash line just to pull everything down and pull this look together. I want this to be pretty smoky, so I'm going to smoke it out more than I normally would, but I just want to give a really blown out effect to this look. So for lashes today, I'm going to be using the Eyelure lashes in Definition. I love these. I saw these at Target and they were on sale too. They remind me a bit of my Samantha Huda Beauty lashes, RIP, flush those down the toilet, still not over it. But they are just super wispy. I can't even show you. They're like super wispy. So I'm just going to apply these in fast motion. First, I'm just going to apply a coat of mascara just so everything blends. Some people like to do this after. I like to do it before just because when applying mascara on false lashes, it does kind of take away from the longevity of them. So I just like to do this before, and you really can use any mascara. I'm just using the Better Than Sex by Too Faced because this was what was closest to me. So for my lower lashes today, I'm going to go in with my oldie but goodie Clinique High Impact Mascara. So I don't have the exact lipstick shade I want. I want something super orangey, but I don't have that. But I do have something close. This is more of like a burnt, rusty type of shade. This is in the shade Russet Luster. This is from the Sephora Luster Matte Longwear Lip Color. I love these. I think this shade is beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Kylie Cosmetics 22. That's originally why I got this, because 22 is always sold out, and I love it. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Please leave comments down below on what you guys want to see me film, whether it be makeup related, challenge videos, hair videos, favorites videos, anything you guys want to see, I want to film. So please leave comments down below on what you want to see. I just repeated that same sentence multiple times over. Also, click the thumbs up button and give this video a like so I know that you guys liked it. Subscribe and turn on notification, the little bell thingy, turn it on so you get notified whenever I post. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys. And the fire, what? When I got this pale, oh. I keep making this brow bigger and bigger! Girl, chill. It's happening on accident. I don't apply my brow, blah, blah, blah. I don't, what was that? So I want, so just keep tuned. It's gonna be one of these. And with a little bit more of a, I can't do it, Captain. I'm gonna go in with Mary Lou by The Balm as and I really need to take this off because if I get it on that white background, it's gonna suck. So I'm going to be applying that using a Morphe M23, whoa. And I'm going to be picking up, I just almost spilled my coffee. Can I speak English? These three shades, this is not the right brush. So I'm just gonna go in and let me guys how you know, what? Is that English?